Tonight on EA Sports, it's time for Monday Night Football on EA Sports.
And we are underway from Houston. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Ed Oliver in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have its hands full all night long.
Now, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. It's long distance now. Let's go to that play.
Throwing on 2nd and long. McCoy. Under pressure, and they got to him again. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Here's Logan Cook now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Bears take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl-type season. And maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year. And with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
On first down, Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Four yards the pickup, first down.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Down to about the 23. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak. It's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is, We want to be the guys to end that streak, and what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. In search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll try and run for it. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as he'll wind up going backwards. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And as a result, possession switches hands.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created a push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
To throw again on second down. McCoy to the right side and complete to Thomas. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Back to throw, Fields. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. They'll run on 1st down. It's Joseph. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Off play action. Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Fields. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this won't get there, won't be on line either. It's no good, off to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game. This offense comes back out onto the field. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
On 2nd and 7, McCoy nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Throw left side complete. That's Joseph. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Now a 2nd down and 6. Up the middle they go. Joseph. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Now Fields. He finds his man complete. That's Joseph. And he will have the Bears' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. Completes a Mooney on the slant. Touchdown Bears! Darnell Mooney with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive, 4 plays. And finishing it all off was Darnell Mooney with a touchdown reception. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Houston set to take over. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Now McCoy. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Khalil Mack in there for a big one. That is sack number 200 for his career and ties him with Bruce Smith for the all-time NFL record. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's McCoy. Over the middle, into the hands of Michael Thomas. From the gun on 3rd down, McCoy. Thomas has got it, complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Bears offense ready to get going again. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Joseph, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. On play action, Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. The Bears on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. To throw is Fields. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Joseph. And he will have the Bears first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
On first down, it's Fields. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Fields. And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Fields. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Give him 32 on the play.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Now a give right side. Joseph. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had
a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it and catch it, and he gets it done.
extra point attempt here still to come. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down, McCoy. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Chicago offense set to get started. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Up the middle they go. Win. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. A play fake, now Fields to throw. He hits Mooney going across the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46. Fields steps away to his left. Benjamin's got it. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Play action. It's Fields. Open man. He finds Komet. Touchdown, Chicago. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Bears take a 3-touchdown lead. Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard?
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was all capped off by Cole Kmet with a touchdown catch. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Out now comes the Houston offense as you take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball. When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. McCoy. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. The offense on 3rd down tonight, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Harris running straight ahead. It's a gain of just a couple there, but it's enough to get him the first.
Well, that was big right there because they're the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run again with Harris. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun. McCoy. That's out to the flat for Akers. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. 7 yards there and a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. McCoy. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Another try after the first down sack. McCoy. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. There's the tight end Cole Kmet as he and this offense trot back out onto the field. Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. If he stays on this pace, he's got a shot at it. But he needs a big game in there, right, to make sure that he gets it. So you know that during the week, in practice, and look, he asks for the ball all the time anyway. He's really going to ask for the ball and let his quarterback know he's open.
Finds Kmet on the quick slant. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the gun on 3rd down, Fields on the slant, complete to Benjamin. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Again, Fields looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Throwing to start the drive. McCoy looking underneath. He's got Akers. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Throwing again on 2nd down. McCoy. Akers back-to-back catches. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 1st and 10, McCoy. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Throw. It's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It'll be a gain of 16 and give him a first down as well.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Blankenship's kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Green Bay Packers. Desmond Ridder, strong in the victory as it pushes his guys back above the 500 mark on the year. Finally, we'll save the biggest for last as we head to AT&T Stadium to see what's happening with the Cowboys at home in Arlington. and things didn't work out so well as they fall to the visiting New England Patriots. Damian Harris, a touchdown run in the victory. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. As we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Taking it about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Completes it to Benjamin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line. Looking to throw. Fields. Oh, Mooney, what a catch. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 28 yards.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there, and he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down. Back to throw. Fields. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. From the gun, here's Fields. The quick slant caught. And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Now a give, right side. Win. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. And they'll run again. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Bears take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
Hey, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. McCoy. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Ed Oliver. My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big. And now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Eight yards on the return following a punt of 41.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Now a first down throw, Fields.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
On second down, Wynn. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
They'll keep it on the ground. Wynn. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air.
Line right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they've built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent, and they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. And now out comes Houston. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They hand this off to Harris. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Houston. So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And, I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the 3rd quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
On 1st down, Wynn. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll keep it on the ground. Win. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Fields. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will extend their lead even further. So tack on 3 more, though this, it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner. But at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great, too.
Houston set to take over. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. this one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
McCoy's throw complete there to Thomas. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. On second down, this is Harris. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Throwing on first down, McCoy. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Looking to throw again on second down. McCoy. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, McCoy. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. To throw again on second down, McCoy. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Bears will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
The Chicago offense set to get started. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Win. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 42 yards rushing for him now to this point. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a give, right side. Win. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He's got Mason complete. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Off play action. Fields. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he will have the Bears first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
They've been moving the ball well, but this drive was in danger of stalling out. Fortunately, this is a nice throw here, and they're able to pick up a new set of downs.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Win. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to...
Touchdown! From 8 yards out. And the Bears add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Now the try here for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the... And he opted for the touchback. Houston's offense taking over again. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Operating from the gun, McCoy. Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Looking to throw. McCoy. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Operating from the gun. McCoy throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it's 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 16. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the 4th quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. On 2nd and 2, McCoy. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. They're They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Back to throw. McCoy. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Blankenship's kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play and move on.
Troy Anderson, the man on the tackle.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
On 3rd down. Win. Yeah, this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the 1st down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
Here comes the Bears punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Pulled in at the 24. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again, McCoy. And he slings one that's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
He's going to let it fly. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture as now they've got a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. McCoy. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good
as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, they came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the fourth.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early, but give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Bears, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the home team here, the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6-8. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Tonight, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Taking on the Dallas Cowboys.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Tonight, it's the Sunday night opener for the new NFL season between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend, sure that he's right.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They'll drop to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Harrison.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss. I spy a couple of extra defensive backs on the field for Dallas.
Cowboys in the dime on 3rd. They'll set up a throw.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
All right, I know it's something that every team says every season, but they genuinely believe that this is their year, and having him at quarterback is a big part of that. They think he's poised for a huge season and can really be the type of player that brings out the best of each weapon that they have on this offense. Behind that type of performance, their goals are high. They envision a lot of wins and finishing among the league's best on their side of the ball.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1. A lot more to go. They'll look to throw here on first down. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Two yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 28. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Quick slant here to Smith.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Cowboys are on the board here first in the season opener. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive.
And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Second and 3. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain there of 21 yards.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. Barkley inside handoff. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's a 2nd and 7. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. On play action, they'll throw. He's got this complete to Williams. And he will have a Giants first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. They'll run with Gillisley. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. They're going to look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Davante Adams with career touchdown number 126, the same number Jim Brown had during his 9-year career. And the Giants are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Now the try here for the point after. And he starts his new year off on the right foot as well, as this kick is good. A 10-play drive that time.
And Davante Adams able to finish things with a touchdown reception.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. He'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
The New York set to take the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He finds his man complete. It's Harrison. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. These two teams all tied after one. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. So a potential big play by this defense wiped out by the face mask.
And disappointing because it was so unnecessary. They had the sack. But the officials are definitely keeping a close eye on the quarterback, especially the referee. They were able to spot that one immediately.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. They'll set at the Cowboys 28. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Throws out left, it's caught by Williams. And the Giants are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now back to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Davante Adams. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Giants have moved out in front. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook, not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And now here come the Cowboys. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Giants are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He's thrown touchdown passes on his last 2 drives as he begins here, 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. To Barkley on the check down. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle with Barkley. Has some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. The 71 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Barkley. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that they don't start to slow him down. It's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Barkley is into the end zone. Touchdown, Giants. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then 1 play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Extra point attempt to follow here. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the 6. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes.
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit, and that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Back to throw. And again back to Kmet. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Again, he'll drop to throw. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground, because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Caught on the right side by Adams. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the 1st at about the 21. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw here.
Open man is Komet, the tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your...
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
And he's going to get this down near the 25. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Second and 6.
Looks for the out route, and it's complete to Komet.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw here. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. He'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And this will be a Giants first down as he gets this up past the 30.
So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. From there, we'll head down to Charlotte to check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And they were losers in that game as they fall to the visiting Detroit Lions. Michael Pittman, well over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown catch as well. And one final game to highlight. We wrap things up on Monday Night Football, and they've got a good one this week. between the LA Chargers and the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And he's got to be wondering what happened in that first half. 3 interceptions, very uncharacteristic.
And even the great ones go through phases like this, like what we just saw. And most of them, they have such a mental capacity to throw it out and essentially start over. I think that's where he's headed now.
He's got his opportunity to throw it out. Let's see how he does. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That is one heck of a catch right there. Got his eye on it the whole way and able to make the grab one-handed. Very nicely done, and for a nice chunk of yardage, too.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. He'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a 1st down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Shifts by him.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this one complete to Smith.
And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Staying on his feet. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Here's a give up the middle. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
And Gay knocks this one through, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2 things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. That's complete to Mooney. And he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29. That'll give them 8 that time, and that's going to make it 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for New York. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And that one hits at the 7 but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll set up a throw, and that one's going to be off target and incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
He'll take this to the 46.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 74 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
On 3rd down, Parson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try the left side. Monroe, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Taking it in from a yard out.
And the Cowboys are back within a score.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
They'll look to throw. And he'll get in for the 2 points. And that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. I guess guess the coach looked at the two-point cheat sheet and said, go for it, get it to a three-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a two-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here.
Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
They begin with a run by Barkley. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On the draw, this is Barkley. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
111 yards rushing now for Barkley. It's a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Buying time to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Decent gain on the scramble is 6, but now it's 4th.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
And here's Ryan Wright now.
He's been terrific so far.
But he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1 yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field.
And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late.
What an opening weekend it's been already. Could the best finish be coming here on Sunday night? We'll find out as we come up on a 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Parson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. That's pulled in at the 32. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The New York set to take the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Jordan Davis now with his 2nd sack here on opening night.
Well, when you time those screen passes perfectly, they can work perfectly, but that time it took a little too long to develop.
And you zeroed in on exactly what makes that play go. Timing. Because if the timing's off at all, those unblocked defenders coming at the quarterback, they'll put him on the deck.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Dances by him, and he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
He hits Adams complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Dafe Owe showing off the pass rush skills. Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket, because you mentioned the feast or famine part. He's played well in between being dumped on his back, but every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
2nd and long.
Throw over the middle. He finds Williams.
And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 24-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Well, that's sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Slant to Adams.
And they'll get this down to the 10.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Harrison.
The ball on the 8. Still could get a 1st down technically. 2nd and 7.
They'll look to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Giants get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a two-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team is playing, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. They'll come out throwing here on first down. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. A good start there on this fourth quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time, all right? It's not like, they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
To throw now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Back to throw again. He's got Smith here. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 34. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to get this down near the 25. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Second down and inches. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. The Cowboys on third down. They've converted 7 times and could use another right now. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. The man is Mechie, and he's got him. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Repeat of the last play, going to Mechie here. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On second down now, Monroe. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. They'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9.
The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. This one no doubt important for Matt Gay. This to get it back to a one-score game. Gay's kick is good, and this is back down to a 7-point game. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Here's a give to Barkley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And they'll indeed take a knee. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they take a knee. And just how they envision the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know what's really strange? I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like one time a week. The best teams I know, they practice starting back in OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, a knee gets them to 1-0.
Well, partner, that'll do it. These Week 1 primetime games, they always seem to have a little bit more electricity, a little more anticipation. A fun one tonight, and a lot of fun ones that we have on the road ahead.
And, partner, I love the word you just used there, electricity. Things were crackling out there, weren't they? And let's face it, both of these teams came in with the idea, get off to the start. Get off to a 1-0 start and get your season going. That could spark an excellent season for them. They've got that in their pocket now.
So for the Giants, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.